Reese, going home to her alma mater, LSU, plays against the Brazilian national team in front of 6,373 people. 6,373 people. This is an arena that holds.
When a self-proclaimed star like Angel Reese came to her alma mater of championship, the stadiums were packed and tremendous applause was expected. Yet her LSU homecoming showed a quite different image with tickets readily available, raising questions about her capacity to draw large audiences.
Angel Reese fans, LSU fans, all of you who tell us, oh my God, what a big superstar. Oh my God, transcendent. Oh my goodness, generational. Oh my goodness, so on and so forth. You guys do all the talking, all the yapping. Twitter fingers turn to can't even.
Despite extremely low ticket prices and the nostalgic return of a national champion, the Pete Maravich Assembly Center was only half full for the Chicago Sky preseason game against the Brazilian national team. This stands in stark contrast to the sold-out crowds that supported Angel Reese during her college career in the same building. Was it all smoke and mirrors, or did her popularity initially generate a lot of hype? Did her career as a professional player decline? What were the thoughts of Tyler Marsh, Angel Reese's new coach, and her mother over this surprising attendance? If you agree with Caitlin Clark, kindly subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. The goat below is CC.
Yeah, we're gonna eat good this year. How about another McBrick? Bang! Your local McDonald's, you can order the Angel Reese special, you get the combo meal, you get the bang bang! Hey, get her a credit card, with the reward points, cause
Reese's homecoming was special because, like Caitlin Clark, she boldly claimed to be the primary reason why women's basketball fans watched Angel Reese reacts to the empty seats. Her assertion went viral, establishing her as an equal draw. Typically, there is a huge celebration with fanfare and crowded stands when a national winner comes home, giving the impression that the reality of the impact of her claim was re-evaluated because, at least at the moment, her individual drawing power fell short of the previous declarations. High hopes for her return to LSU were generated by this ambiguous statement, but her previous preseason game there in a partially empty arena begs the issue of whether her drawing power actually matches the buzz, or if the original excitement was exaggerated.
Reese is now quoted as saying, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. It's because of Me Too.
National champion returning to her historic roots was expected to make for the ideal homecoming when Angel Reese's alma mater staged a preseason match against the Brazilian national team on the Chicago Sky. The preseason game attendance at her old college, however, painted a different picture that fell short of expectations for such a happy return.
A lot of Angel Reese fans are not basketball fans, and they are proving it. They proved it last night without a shadow of a doubt. That was one of the most...
The Pete Maravich Assembly Center, designed to hold more than 13,000 spectators, was always a riot of purple and gold during Reese's time in college. But when she returned to the arena professionally, there were notably vacant parts and a sharp contrast to her collegiate playing days, because the crowd was substantially smaller at just 6,000, less than half of the arena's capacity.
They did not even halfway fill that place up last night. So the narrative about people are watching for Me Too, people are showing up for Me Too, that narrative is, don't let anybody try.
Even more astoundingly, thousands of seats were still available for purchase on resale websites for as little as $11 less than typical movie tickets. Vacant despite this easily accessible price, which further explains the low attendance given how reasonably priced it is for moviegoers.
Over 6,800 seats still available, and some people were saying, by the way, that literally there were some $15 tickets.
People on social media who shared, "Yo, it's empty in there." Another commenter on her return stated, Angel Reese fans couldn't even sell out LSU's arena for her return, and tickets were dirt cheap. As they wandered around the arena, broadcast cameras revealed a large number of empty seats, confirming the issue with attendance. Despite landing big sponsorship deals and becoming a basketball legend, Reese was unable to fill her home arena even with inexpensive tickets, raising severe concerns about her marketability. The disparity between her actual attendance and her imagined influence is undeniable. The empty seats directly challenge Reese's assertion that she is the key draw for women's basketball fans. The Baton Rouge ticket sales data clearly shows that her homecoming should have been the most anticipated event, if such were the case.
Out because Angel decided to come out, and she said, I'm going to play the victim. Oh, well, the victim, yeah, and the villain. People are watching for me too. No, they're not.
Unsurprisingly, social media platforms were quickly flooded with criticism of the half-empty arena. When fans started to draw attention to the evident issue with attendance, they received an unexpected response, not from Angel herself, but from her mother, who quickly defended her daughter with a tweet that only intensified the controversy. When images of the empty seats appeared, instead of addressing the low attendance, Angel Reese's mother didn't mince words in her response, which only made things worse. With a weak defensive answer, Angel's mother attempted to change the subject. And enter the Twitter argument. Caitlin Clark is the target of an onslaught from Angel Reese's mother. Instead of addressing the genuine surprise that a local hero couldn't even fill half an arena, she tried to create a false equivalency between attendance numbers and championship. Banners deflect attention from the issue. Her precise tweet, which stated that some fans were watching the stands and celebrating attendance, while others were staring at fan opinions and social media buzz, the rafters, and celebrating championship. Banners was far from subtle. Everyone knew which fan base she was referring to immediately.
We heard it from Shania Wumake as well. We've heard it from a lot of people. There's no argument made Thursday.
The irony of her attempt to deflect only served to highlight the low attendance she seemed to want to downplay. As one fan statement aptly highlighted, "My daughter. Playing in that empty arena got her so tight she had to at us." The tweet unintentionally made the exact problem she was trying to prevent worse, and social media users quickly pointed out the contradictions. "I'm crying because you have a parent of a WNBA player flexing, winning a college ring, while instead of because people are calling out attendance. These individuals are calling out attendance. And the only explanation for this is that Angel expressed that everyone was watching for me. Others highlighted the uncomfortable reality. Wouldn't it be more constructive to direct your hatred toward the fact that LSU games were crowded this year, but this particular game wasn't?" This comment highlighted the primary problem. LSU games were frequently sold out when she was a college student, but her WNBA return conclusion is the WNBA able to turn things around? Didn't elicit the same amount of fan excitement. This disparity was the awkward reality that the tweet inadvertently revealed.
People have not shown up to watch her play basketball, and that is a fact. Like, people do not really show up to watch Angel Reese play basketball. And I do think that there's not that there's a reason for it, but I do think that can be that's something that you can mention when the
Defense of a mother and daughter attitude backfired badly. Instead of appeasing critics, it heightened the debate about Reese's actual ability to draw in a professional situation. The justification for the championship banner was not particularly strong. Furthermore, the attempt to change the subject just serves to highlight how perception and reality interact. Outro. What do you think? College excellence does not always translate into WNBA glory. With all the hype about being a major attraction in women's basketball, the empty seats told a different story, and no amount of redirection to championship banners could fill those empty seats in the stands. If you have to remind people of past success while attendance is low right now, you've already lost the point. The Twitter defense was an ideal example of the larger issue at hand. Your high school performance is irrelevant as soon as you enter college. Pros. Your college experience is irrelevant. Similar to how Angel Reese is struggling to fill seats, Reese is facing another challenge as she starts her second WNBA season. A significant change to her playing role in Chicago is imminent, which could make her journey to stardom even more challenging. Her new coach has a plan that could make it even harder for her to prove coincidence. Chicago, as well as changing the team's strategy, Angel Reese's role on the court is being drastically altered by Sky's new head coach, Tyler Marsh. The player, who made a name for herself as a powerful force beneath the hoop, is being pushed to venture beyond her comfort zone in an ambitious effort to expand Reese's offensive approach. By pushing her toward the perimeter and away from the paint, Marsh hopes to make her a stretch player, but this might potentially undermine her demonstrated skills.
Reese's shooting woes drew criticism. She finished 30th in two-point percentage at 40%. God. 29th in three-point percentage, 18.8, and her effective field goal percentage was a league low 39.5%. That's crazy as hell. And I don't want to hear nothing about a big. We're going to take a look at something. Even from the free throw line, often a reliable scoring source for bigs, she landed 27th, considering most of Reese's.
This isn't a minor adjustment. Rather, it's a fundamental change to her entire game, as she has reestablished herself as a rebounding monster who could consistently post double-doubles during her college career and rookie WNBA season. Her aggressive style of play is close. She would get rebounds, miss shots, get rebounds again, and make us all laugh while we sat there. The hoop became her hallmark. This approach was what made her successful in her early years and garnered her admirers.
Line at 3.5 hop skippity doo 3000s this year, okay?
Chicken fingers? Butterfingers? Butter pecan? Burn!
Na boo boo, you can't get me. Look at me now, I'm soaring through the air like a flying giraffe. I think she closes her eyes and says, F it, the rim's up there somewhere. Bang!
Let's throw it back to the greatest layup ever known to mankind, the scoopity poop layup. How about it? Bang! Professional athlete, by the way.
He's got more podcast episodes, 30, than double-doubles, 26. Can't make.
However, that may soon be history. Marsha's new plan calls for Reed to take more off-ball cuts and take mid-range jumpers, but at best, her shooting efficiency is questionable. Last season, she shot a dismal 39.1% from within 5 feet of the rim, which is the worst percentage in the entire WNBA among players with significant minutes. This raises serious concerns because if she struggles that close to the rim, how will she perform from even farther away? It's more than just a fact that she is not good at lips, but I was looking at her stats, and I took a few here. She shoots a pitiful 39% from the field, and she shot below 50% on shots from less than 5 feet away, which is terrible, and even worse than that, shots from 5 to 9 feet. The coaching staff is obviously favoring Cardoso in the paint, a decision that is supported by her considerably higher shooting percentage near to the basket, and this technique aligns with Cardoso's growing significance in the Sky offensive. Plan. Ree's game is greatly impacted by this change, because by moving her away from the basket, they are directly limiting her opportunities for offensive rebounds, which are a key component of her effectiveness. If she is positioned on the perimeter, those crucial putback opportunities disappear, which will inevitably result in a decline in her rebounding numbers, and consequently, a reduction in the double-doubles that were a defining feature of her. Stellar rookie season. The message appears to be clear. They are now betting on Cardoso as their main interior threat, effectively dislodging Ree in that role.